Welcome back to the Game Room. In today's episode, we're going to look at 3 more random games from my game collection.
Okay, so first up we have SwagMan on the PlayStation 1. This game was developed by Core Design, published by Eidos, and released in North America August 10th, 1997. First off, we'll take a look at this game's cinematic intro. This is an action-adventure game with platform elements that is played in a top-down perspective. The players initially take control of Zack, and then later Hannah to traverse through both the real and the Territories world. I spent the first hour of this game as Zack, exploring his house, solving puzzles, finding keys, and members of his lost bug collection, all the while fighting off various creatures. Your health in this game is in the form of Z's that is restored by the snores of sleeping people and animals who are under the nightmare curse of SwagMan. The room design and puzzles are just as creative as the various enemies and traps found throughout the location within Zack's house.
This is the game that I had the intentions of playing for half an hour or so just to capture footage for this video, but before I had known it, about 2 hours had went by. I was completely drawn in just by the oddness of the exploration and puzzles. It seems to have held up well over the years, so if it's something that sounds interesting to you, it may be worth your while to check out.
Next up, we have Deep Blue on the TurboGrafx 16. Developed by High Score Media Work and published by NEC. This game was released in North America February 15th, 1990. Deep Blue is a basic horizontal scrolling side shooter, single player, with power-ups and different weapons to fight numerous enemies. The plot of this game is a hostile alien force which use their own bacteria to infect and mutate numerous deep sea and marine life forms. You're supposed to be defending the Earth against the attack while piloting the Angel Fish attack sub. Overall, this game was really flat to me, really nothing to pull you in. In all honesty, I was happy to be done playing this game after about 15 minutes. The last game we'll take a look at today is Twin Cobra on the Sega Genesis. Twin Cobra is a sequel to the 1985 arcade game Tiger Heli, releasing on the Sega Genesis in June of 1991. I feel this is one of those titles that even if you didn't own a Genesis or play it, you do remember seeing it in the arcade or at least hearing about it from your friends. I'm not great at shoot 'em ups, and I did get my butt kicked in this game, no different than others that I've tried, but I will say there is something satisfying of playing this game from the top-down perspective as you power up your helicopter and destroy enemies. It is the standard one hit and you're dead with only so many lives before you continue, but I will say there are some great background details as well as an awesome soundtrack. Even though this game is difficult, it plays incredibly smooth, and there are 8 different difficulty levels found within the options menu. In between the frustration, there are very fun times when your helicopter is completely powered up and you destroy everything in your path. Unfortunately, after a one-hit death, you respawn with no power-ups.
Alright, there you go. That's another 3 random games from my collection. I do like this series because it pushes me to play games that I otherwise haven't tried. If you've been here before, I appreciate your continued support, and if you're new to the channel, I would appreciate your consideration in subscribing.